such an excellent feeling to see all of you present over here. So many smiling faces. It's been such a long time. Deja vu. So I'm really thrilled to have everyone back over here. A very hearty welcome to everyone to World Tai Chi and Qigong Day, Mumbai, India 2022. Last time we were present here, it was in 2019. 2 years we were online, but yes, now we are back again over here, and it is such an exhilarating feeling. Thank you everyone for making it today and for being present over here. Looking forward to a great day. Thank you.
And then again, there are those mentors, those people who know when I'm in that 1 hour in class, they are my students, but then I look up to them. Okay, especially for a lot of advice. Fantastic advices. Okay, medical advice when I talk about, and that's how I could do medical Qigong because of all the doctors in my classes. And doctors with a real open mind, getting doctors with a real open mind. Sorry doctors, okay? But getting doctors with an open mind, trying to, really understand what is this energy, what is this guy talking about. Coming to the class, practicing the art, experiencing the art, and not only experiencing but also trying to spread this art, asking other people to do it. Okay, so I would miss one of the greatest pathologists, microbiologists, Dr. Vaidya, who could not be here for health reasons. Dr. Vaidya and his wife, wherever they are, a big hand for them. Professor and Doctor Cardiologist Anil Patwardhan. Dr. Sir Anil, so Dr. Sir Anil is that person I turn to whenever I get somebody with maybe high BP, cardiologist issues. I don't know. Years and years in the KEM hospital, sir, and amazing work. Okay, so again, thank you very much, Dr. Anil, for being with us always. And really another doctor. A doctor who can, change like the chameleon. Okay, so this doctor is always there with me. A big hand for Dr. Brijesh Raj. Why like the chameleon? So Dr. Brijesh Raj is the doctor who I turn to for medical advice. Dr. Brijesh Raj is that person who I can trust with giving him a protocol to teach others medical Qigong. So Dr. Brijesh Raj is that person who goes and does Xerox copies for me. Dr. Brijesh Raj is that person who says, "Sir, I'll carry your bag." Dr. Brijesh Raj is that person who says, "Sir, this practice is for you." And so on and so forth. So that's why changing like a chameleon. But great respect to Dr. Brijesh Raj. Yeah, and great thing, he's like a chameleon, and he can also treat a chameleon if it can come. So any of you are chameleons and want some treatment, Dr. Brijesh Raj, you are welcome. And we cannot forget, like I said, the wife is the important person. So is also Kashmir Raj with him. So Dr. Kashmir, Brijesh Raj and Kashmir Raj, we can also call Kashmir, Dr. Kashmir Raj, yes. Okay. So these are the few people. Okay, really a humble person. Again, I have to a martial artist, a kickboxer. Okay, I don't know, does MMA and a lot of things. But the humbleness to come and learn one martial artist to learn from another martial artist is very difficult. Me being in this field for the past 45 years. You know, in our, I won't say in our country, but I would say in the field of martial arts, everybody wants to be general, nobody wants to be a soldier. So when I met this person, I was really humbled. And he inspired me to still be humble when the time actually came for me to, you know, show myself as a real martial artist. So thank you, Sir Hemant Shah, for being here with us. So Sir Hemant Shah, known for his functional training, self-defense, kickboxing. Okay, so these were the few people. There were many more. Okay, again another person who is very close to me. I'm so happy that the person could make it today. Okay, so whether it is me helping cancer patients, whether I need a hall, whether I need some kind of advice, and not alone but a big force within Gurjinder Singh Matharoji. Gurjinder Singh, very the person to meet and also visit the Gurdwara and Dadar to see the amazing work that they do, or rather he also. And I should not leave without mentioning his daughter, who's a doctor now, who's a physiotherapist, I suppose. Okay, so amazing kind of work, really inspired me when we had our World Tai Chi and Qigong Day at the Gurdwara for cancer patients. So thank you, sir, for being with us. Thank you so much. Always with us, Mahesh Shetty sir. So Mahesh Shetty sir is that mentor, you know, who will 1 month ask, or 3 months beforehand will call me up. Sir, World Tai Chi Day, hall book किया है. Sir, World Tai Chi Day, गाड़ी चाहिए क्या? So thank you very much, Mahesh Shetty sir. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, you take a lot of wisdom from here and go. So this is one wisdom that I just shared. Did all of you get the wisdom that I did share? The wisdom that I shared with you just now is vote of thanks to special people always should be done in the beginning of an event. By the end of the event, people leave or people are tired, there's nobody to relax. Thank you very much. So if somebody else who really put CHTTQ or Carlton's Tao Taiji Qigong on the map, on the world map, okay, and that was Help Library. And who is the face of Help Library? But Anju ji, thank you so much, Anju. Thank you. Library, we were always there, I don't know for how many years, but every last Saturday we are there for an hour, and it is supposed to be only 45 minutes. But I see Anju also sitting right there at the back listening, and then 45 minutes becomes an hour, and then 1 hour and 5 minutes, 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I look at Anju and she's go on. Okay, so thank you so much. I think it's only our Tai Chi session. It's only our Tai Chi session in Help Library, you know, where it's like we are back home. So thank you so much, Anju. Thank you very much. Okay, so thank you people once again. I will hand over the mic to Shiji to take you through the event. And like I said, yes, I will be still coming just to hold the mic in my hand. And I think so I told somebody to show me time when I talk too much. Who was that person? So I think so when that person is, you were the person. Okay, wow. Thank you for the time. Thank you very much.
We will now have a beautiful little part of this event that we have been having for the past so many years. It is something very, very beautiful wherein all of us participate and we are able to, let us say, have an auspicious beginning to the entire event. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. It expels darkness and brings in happiness and blessings. To solemnize this occasion and to make this morning a blessed one, I invite everyone here to light the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. So every year we have a set of people who will come and light the lamp over here. In 2019, last when we were here, we started a wonderful part of this ceremony wherein we had everyone involved in lighting the lamp. We did so by having everyone holding hands and making a human chain while only a few of us are lighting the lamp here. So may I request you to kindly stand so that we can make a human chain. Kindly rise. So you can align yourself along the aisles and make a human chain. Yes, this looks lovely. Thank you so much. Please come forward.
So let me introduce for those who know my elder sister, almost like my mom, Vajri Ahil. My elder brother, Christopher. My elder sister, Vajri Michael. And the smallest, we call her Bundy Hill. Okay? This is the most eldest family member. And of course, everybody knows Bundy Hill. Okay? And not necessary, but I am Carlton.
अच्छा लगा ना थोड़ा सा to walk about and all, थोड़ा सा it was very cold, right? Even I felt that. All right. So the motto of this event is one world, one breath. Master Bill Douglas is the co-founder of WTCQD or World Tai Chi and Qigong Day. The celebration of this day began in the year 2000. He describes it as a subtle phenomena that has quietly grown across the planet. Each year, on the last Saturday of April, in hundreds of countries in over 80 nations spanning 6 continents, this event spreads worldwide. May I now invite Vimla Nair to give us the official welcome note by the co-founders of World Tai Chi and Qigong Day, Master Bill Douglas and Angela Wong Douglas. My dear people, Vimla Nair.
Dear World Tai Chi and Qigong Day supporters and participants, this global wave of goodwill provides a vision of hope and healing. All of us who have experienced the well-being that Qi or life energy expands through our mind and body when we make the space to breathe and to let calm and wellness expand through us. When you see that look in all these diverse faces from so many different lands, you can't help but deeply realize that we are indeed one world and one breath. We are all connected by the field of life energy that physicists are now discovering permeates all existence. By immersing ourselves in the field of life energy again and again, we become more and more grounded in the absolute reality that we are all connected, all part of the web of life. And by cultivating and growing the realization personally and globally, we may help in a subtle, quiet way to usher in a more elegant future that nurtures us all in ways we cannot yet even imagine. Again, thank you for making this extraordinary event and health movement possible through your organizing and participation each year. Sincerely, Bill Douglas and Angela Wong Douglas, President and co-founder of World Tai Chi and Qigong Day.
Thank you, Bhagyaji. For those who are not aware, Carlton Hills Tao Taiji Qigong has always been adding one Indian tadka to everything that we do. Okay? The art is Chinese. The A was started by somebody who is in America. But we are in India, so we have to have our touch of Indianness to it. So we have done so by having converted or translated this particular opening statement in Hindi. May I ask Madhura to kindly come forward and read it for us. Madhura.
नमस्ते प्रिय विश्व ताई ची एवं चिगोंग दिवस समर्थकों और सहभागियों, यह विश्व स्तरीय अच्छाई की लहर संपूर्ण विश्व को आशा और उपचार की ऐसी दृष्टि प्रदान करती है जिसकी आज अत्यंत आवश्यकता है। हर वर्ष अलग अलग धर्मों, भिन्न भिन्न संस्कृतियों और दुनिया के हर एक कोने के लोगों की तस्वीरें देखना जो एक साथ इस ताई ची एवं चिगोंग प्रस्ताव से जुड़े हो विलक्षण है। जब आप उन तस्वीरों और वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग्स को देखेंगे तो आपको लोगों के चेहरों पर वह मुस्कान दिखाई देगी जो सभी को यह बतलाती है कि वे सभी जिन्होंने इस जीव ऊर्जा का अनुभव किया है वह हमारे मस्तिष्क व शरीर द्वारा आगे बढ़ती है। जब हम सांस लेते हैं और शांति तथा अच्छाई का भी हमसे ही विस्तार होता है। जब हम इतने भिन्न भिन्न जगहों के लोगों के चेहरों पर संतुष्टि का भाव देखते हैं तो गहराइयों से यह महसूस करते हैं कि हम सभी एक सांस एक दुनिया के लोग हैं। हम सभी जीवन की ऊर्जा के क्षेत्र से जुड़े हुए हैं जिसकी भौतिक शास्त्रियों ने अब खोज की है जो हमारे अस्तित्व से जुड़ा है। स्वयं को जीवन की ऊर्जा के क्षेत्र में लगातार आगे बढ़ाते हुए हम और अधिक इस सच्चाई से समीप आ जाते हैं कि हम सभी आपस में जुड़े हुए हैं। चारों ओर जीवन का जाल फैला है तथा जितना ही व्यक्तिगत व सामाजिक रूप से यह एहसास आगे बढ़कर उन्नति करता है तो हम अवश्य ही यह आश्वासन दे सकते हैं कि हमारा भविष्य सबकी कल्पना से परे अत्यंत सुंदर होगा। हर वर्ष की तरह इस वर्ष भी हमारे इस अद्भुत कार्य व स्वास्थ्य संबंधी कार्यक्रमों को सफल बनाने के लिए आप सभी के सहकार्य का तहे दिल से शुक्रिया। शुभेच्छुक बिल डगलस तथा एंजेला वॉन डगलस, विश्व ताई ची एवं चिगोंग दिवस अध्यक्ष और उपसंस्थापक। नमस्ते।
Thank you, Madhura. That was beautifully done and beautifully fast also. Thank you so much. So if we have an Indian tadka, we need to have something for Mumbai also, no? So representing Amchi Mumbai is Dipali Vedpathak, who will be doing the same opening speech in Marathi. Dipali.
नमस्कार प्रिय जागतिक ताई ची आणि चिगोंग डे समर्थक आणि सर्व सदस्य, सद्भावनेची ही जागतिक लहर उकेलेल्या जगाला आशा आणि बरे करण्याचे दर्शन देते। प्रत्येक वर्षी विविध संस्कृती, धर्म आणि पृथ्वीच्या प्रत्येक कोपऱ्यातील लोकांचे फोटो पाहणे, त्यांनी एकत्र श्वास घेणे हे या जागतिक ताई ची आणि चिगोंग चळवळीचे प्रमुख कार्य आहे। जेव्हा छायाचित्रे आणि व्हिडिओद्वारे तुम्ही पाहतात तेव्हा तुमच्या चेहऱ्यावर जे रूप दिसते त्यातून भावना व्यक्त होतात की त्या सर्वांनी ची किंवा जीवन ऊर्जा अनुभवली आहे। ती ऊर्जा त्यांच्या मन आणि शरीरात पसरली आहे। आम्ही श्वास घेण्यासाठी जागा बनवतो आणि आपल्याद्वारे शांतता आणि निरोगीपणा वाढवत आहोत। जेव्हा तुम्ही या सर्व वैविध्यपूर्ण चेहऱ्यांमध्ये विविध देशातून जे रूप पाहता तेव्हा तुम्हाला खोलवर जाणवू शकते की आपण खरोखर एक जग आणि एक श्वास आहोत। आपण सर्व जीवन ऊर्जेच्या क्षेत्राशी जोडलेले आहोत। भौतिक शास्त्रज्ञ आता सर्वांचेच अस्तित्व शोधत आहेत. जीवन ऊर्जेच्या क्षेत्रात स्वतःला पुन्हा पुन्हा विसर्जित केल्याने आपण अधिक त्या परिपूर्ण वास्तविकतेच्या जवळ जात आहोत. आपण सर्व एकत्र जीवनाच्या जाळ्यात जोडलेले आहोत. वैयक्तिकरित्या आणि जागतिक स्तरावर या जाणीवेची जोपासना करून वाढवून आम्ही आपल्याला सुंदर भविष्यात प्रवेश करण्यासाठी सूक्ष्म शांत मार्गाने मदत करू शकतो, जे आपल्या सर्वांचे पालन पोषण अशा प्रकारे करते ज्यांची आपण कल्पनाही करू शकत नाही. पुन्हा एकदा हा असाधारण कार्यक्रम आणि आरोग्य चळवळ दरवर्षीप्रमाणे आपल्यासाठी आयोजन केल्याबद्दल आणि आपल्या सहभागाद्वारे ती सफल केल्याबद्दल धन्यवाद. आपला विश्वासू बिल डग्लस आणि एंजेला वोंग डग्लस, जागतिक तायची आणि चिगॉंग डेचे सहसंस्थापक. थँक्यू.
So I think I should add this, that the Hindi version and the Marathi version of this letter has already been infiltrating the whole world. Okay, so it's 6 years since we have been doing this, reading the letter in Hindi and in Marathi, and believe me, we still need a lot of likes and a lot of sharing of this on YouTube. Okay, so I'm sure many of you, when you're going to go back home, you're going to open our site and like and also share something, especially the Hindi and the Marathi version. This is the only way we can wriggle India through to the world fraternity of not only Tai Chi and Qigong, but health and yoga too. Okay, I would also, just to give you a break and a change, I just moved out. So we need to still acknowledge the person who actually started this. So it was just two people, like-minded people, me and one of my friends who just met together, and he asked me, what are you doing? And I said, I do Tai Chi. He said, great man, and then I do Tai Chi. And suddenly the thought came, it's April, Bill Douglas has started this World Tai Chi Qigong. क्या बोलते हैं? चल अपन भी करते हैं. Mumbai. I said, yes, let's do. The first World Tai Chi and Qigong Day on Juhu Beach was organized by Mr. Sunil Samant. A big hand to Mr. Sunil Samant, who is not here with us for some health reasons. So wherever he is, I'm sure he has sent us a nice note saying that he cannot be with us. Okay. Another person who I would love to discuss, I would discuss religion, I would discuss philosophy, and I would discuss yoga. Okay, and me being on the other side of the globe with Tai Chi and Qigong, and he being on this side of the country in India. Okay, you will see him performing. A very big hand for Haridas Ji. So Haridas Ji is that person who I could sit and talk a lot. Philosophy, religion, politics, Mumbai, chai piya ki nahi piya, kaisa hai, all those kinds of things. Okay. So today we are going to really have this opportunity of seeing, and believe me, I am a very skeptical person. I don't recommend. When people call me, sir, योग करना है, कहाँ जाओ? और sir, मेरे यहाँ नज़दीक कोई ताइची वाला है, कहाँ जाओ? ऐसा ताइची सिर्फ मेरे लिए. In yoga, I can say yes. If you are ever thinking of doing yoga, I can vouch for Haridas, the teacher to learn. Because we know each other for more than a decade, and I've seen him very closely. I've seen him doing a lot of things. But the essence of what you are made to be in this universe, cannot take it out. And I seen that in Haridas. So for all that he did, I should thank Haridas Ji for becoming a yoga teacher. Namaskar sir, dhanyavad for taking up. Thank you so much. Because this is the person I can talk yoga and Tai Chi. Okay, and he will be where he is and I will be here. Is not with that crown. We don't wear that crown. Okay?
I guess Mr. Matharu has requested he needs to have a word with all of us. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. First of all, congratulations to the entire team of Tai Chi. I have been visiting this program a couple of years back also, and now my association with Carlton Hills and his team has been more than 10 years now. First of all, the art which comes from China, I know it is very good. बट सच्ची मैं सर आपको कहता हूँ, अगर आप बॉम्बे वाले बन गए हो और मुंबई में जैसे आपने आज की तरह में मराठी में दिया है, ये बहुत ही अच्छा कदम है जो हमें सभी को सराहना चाहिए। क्योंकि अगर हम इस देश में रहते हैं और अगर हम बॉम्बे वाले हैं तो हम बॉम्बे वासी करके अपने आप को जरूर आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। खरी गोष्ट आहे, तुम्ही आज मराठीमध्ये हे पहिल्यांदा सगळ्यांना सांगितलं की ताईची काय आहे। मला खूप जणांना माहिती आहे की आम्ही महाराष्ट्रामध्ये राहून आम्ही मराठी बोलू नाही शकत, तर लिहू नाही शकत, ते काय अर्थ नाही। म्हणून आम्ही सरचं स्वागत, कार्ल्टन हिलचं स्वागत शॉलने करूया, जे परत आमची संस्कृती आहे आणि आमची मराठी संस्कृती मुंबई संस्कृती म्हणून मी जस्ट सरांना पुढे सांगतो जरा यायला, आणि त्यांचं तहे दिल्ली आदर गुरुद्वारापासून आणि आम्ही सगळे जे ताईची कमिटी आणि जे त्यांनी आम्हाला जे मार्गदर्शन दिले आहे त्याच्याबद्दल आम्ही त्यांचं खूप खूप आभारी आहे। थँक्यू व्हेरी मच ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ गुरु श्री श्री सभा मुंबई and myself and my family.
May I now request Mr. Haridas and his team to kindly come and show us their skills, please. Welcome, sir.
To promote traditional yoga. The director of this organization, Mr. Haridas Jadhav, has become an international yoga teacher from Sivananda Yoga Vedanta, Dhanvantri Ashram, Kerala. He is also a yoga therapist from Yoga Certified Board of Ayush Mantralaya, Government of India. Yoga cures many ailments such as asthma, neck pain, lumbar pain, diabetes, rheumatism, some ailments. Do regular yoga and stay healthy. Thank you.
धन्यवाद सर, आपने हमें बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी दी योगा के बारे में बताने के लिए। हम लोग अभी शुरू करते हैं। मला वाटतं सर्वांनी तरी पाठीवर तरी चालेल, आपण प्रणाम करूया एकत्र सर्वजण मिळून। आराम से बैठिए, आप जहाँ पे चेयर पे भी खाली आपका पीठ लाइन करना चाहिए, उसका ख्याल रखें एकदम। शरीर एकदम रिलैक्स करो, बॉडी एकदम रिलैक्स करो, आंखें बंद, कंधे एकदम रिलैक्स, पेट को भी एकदम रिलैक्स करो। हर एक एक्सरसाइज के साथ अपना शरीर रिलैक्स होना महसूस करो। हर एक एक्सरसाइज के साथ अपना शरीर रिलैक्स होना, एकदम रिलैक्स हो। अभी अपने चेस्ट भी रिलैक्स हो रही है, चेस्ट की तरफ ध्यान लेंगे, चेस्ट रिलैक्स हो रही है महसूस कीजिए। फिर से एक बार हम हमारे कंधे एकदम रिलैक्स करेंगे, एकदम हल्के से छोड़ देंगे, एकदम रिलैक्स। हमारी गर्दन भी एकदम रिलैक्स करेंगे, एकदम रिलैक्स होगी हमारी गर्दन। हमारा चेहरा भी एकदम रिलैक्स होगा, कोई तनाव नहीं चेहरे के ऊपर। एकदम हर एक एक्सहेल के साथ एकदम अपना चेहरा रिलैक्स हो रहा है महसूस कीजिए, एकदम रिलैक्स हो रहा चेहरा। अभी हमारा पूरा शरीर रिलैक्स हो चुका है। अभी हम सब एक साथ एक ब्रीथ लेंगे, लंबा गहरा सांस लेंगे और 3 बार ओंकार करेंगे। शुरुआत करेंगे। पदेन वाचा चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोतं प्रवरं मुनीनां करोतं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिनानतोऽस्मि पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिनानतोऽस्मि अभी हम ऐसे सिंपल कुछ आसन दिखाने वाले हैं। आजकल मुंबई में बहुत सारे लोग मुंबई में ना ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड में पीठ दर्द वगैरह ज़्यादा करके लोगों को तकलीफ वगैरह हो रही है, बीपी की तकलीफें हैं, तो उससे रिलेटेड हम लोग आज आसन करने वाले हैं। अभी शुरुआत करते हैं हम लोग शशांक आसन से। अभी ये जो शशांक आसन जो है हम लोग वज्रासन टाइप का ही आसन है। वज्रासन में हम लोग पैर स्प्रेड करेंगे घुटने, बीच में ऐसा हाथ रखेंगे और धीरे 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 एक्सहेल करते हुए आगे चलेंगे। तो इसमें क्या होता है कि हमारे जो रीढ़ की हड्डी है, तो रीढ़ की हड्डी को बहुत अच्छा ढंग से मसाज किया जाए, ऐसा इस तरह से। इवन हम लोग ये चेयर पे बैठ के भी कर सकते हैं। अभी आपको थोड़ा सा मतलब एक हाथ ऐसा चेयर के ऊपर आपको रखे, ऐसा इस तरह से कर सकते हैं। तो आपका भी थोड़ा सा इसमें खाली चेयर के ऊपर इस तरह से ये जो है ऐसे इसको पुश करना है, इस तरह से बैठ। हाँ, थोड़ा सा हो रहा है। हाँ, इस तरह से। तो इसमें भी हो सकता है, ट्राई कीजिए। थोड़ा सा रिसर्च है, आप देख लीजिए इस तरह से मस ये अपना ये आगे चली जाती है रीढ़ की हड्डी, पेट को भी मसाज मिल जाता है, बीपी के लिए बहुत बढ़िया आसन है। धीरे धीरे हम लोग ये आसन छोड़ेगा। जैसे आसन में आना जिस तरह से महत्व का है, तो आसन छोड़ना भी उस तरह से महत्व का है। और अभी इसी टाइप का भी दूसरा आसन है मरकट आसन। मरकट आसन पार्टी आप पाए संग्रह जोड़ पायवती है पैर ऊपर लेके अभी लेफ्ट साइड में सांस छोड़ते हुए लेके जाइए आपके दोनों भी घुटने, और गर्दन अपोजिट साइड में चली जाएगी। फिर से सांस लेते हुए पैर ऊपर लेके आएंगे, सांस छोड़ते हुए दूसरे साइड में लेके जाएंगे। हाँ, ऐसे करते रहिए धीरे धीरे, सांसों के साथ सांस लेते हुए फिर से पैर बीच में, सांस छोड़ते हुए एक साइड में आप करते रहिए। ये देखो इस तरह से ये आसन करते हुए पूरी रीढ़ की हड्डी जो आपकी कमर है इधर उधर घूमती है, और हमारे इसका बहुत अच्छा ढंग से मसाज हो जाता है कमर का। तो हम लोग घर में आराम से कभी भी कर सकते हैं। और इसके लिए खाली जिसका बहुत ही ज़्यादा कमर दर्द है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा, जिनको ऑपरेशन करने के लिए बोला है, खाली वो लोग को नहीं करना है, बाकी के कोई भी कर सकते हैं। तो ये आसन से जिनका साइटिका वगैरह है, तो साइटिका भी मतलब 8-10 दिन में उनको बहुत अच्छा फर्क पड़ा है साइटिका वालों को ये आसन से। और इसमें साथ में गर्दन का भी एक्सरसाइज हो जाती है, तो गर्दन भी अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में चली जाती है, तो दोनों भी काम हो जाते हैं। और यहाँ पे हमारा प्रेशर आ जाता है और ट्विस्टिंग हो जाती है, तो हमारे जो पैंक्रियास है या जो पेट है, तो इससे रिलेटेड जितने भी ऑर्गन्स है उसके भी मसाज हो जाते हैं। तो एक आसन में इतने सारे लाभ हो जाते हैं। चलो ठीक है, पर पैर एकदम सीधे लेट जाइए। अभी इसमें हम लोग एक करेंगे आसन जिसका नाम है विपरीत करने। दोनों पैर करने से सांस लेते हुए दोनों पैर ऊपर लेके जाइए और ऐसे होल्ड कीजिए, इसका नाम है विपरीत करने। तो ये मतलब लेडीज लोग की जो समस्या रहती है पेट से रिलेटेड, इसके लिए बहुत बढ़िया काम करता है ऐसा। तो इसमें खाली जो ब्रीदिंग है, ब्रीथ एकदम नॉर्मल रखनी है, ब्रीथ कोई आगे ज़्यादा आप लोग को बढ़ानी ही नहीं है, एकदम नॉर्मल ब्रीथ में रहना है इस तरह से। तो ये है विपरीत करके, आराम से अब धीरे धीरे सांस छोड़ते हुए पैर नीचे लेकर रिलैक्स। और जितना आसन महत्व का है उसके आसन करने के बाद रिलैक्स भी उतने ही महत्व का है। तो थोड़ा सा पायांमध्ये अंतर है और हाथ ऐसे बढ़ते हैं, तो इस तरह से रिलैक्स करने करके एक बाजू में थोड़ा देर के लिए हम लोग रिलैक्स करें। अभी हम लोग करेंगे सेतु बंध आसन। हमने जोड़ पाया है, इंटरलॉक द फिंगर्स एकत्र करा आणि कंबरवर। तो ये जो नया साधक है वो ऊपर नीचे करें, आप ऊपर खाली करत बसा कंबर, श्वास घेत घेत कमर ऊपर, सांस छोड़ते हुए कमर नीचे। जैसे आप ताई ची में करते हैं तो इसके साथ में ये सांसों के साथ करना है। इनहेल करते हुए कमर ऊपर आएगी, एक्सहेल करते हुए कमर नीचे जाएगी। ये बॉडी और ब्रीथ ये उसका सिंक्रोनाइजेशन होना चाहिए। सांस लेते हुए कमर ऊपर, सांस छोड़ते हुए कमर नीचे जाएगी इस तरह से। तो हम लोग जैसे सर के साथ में रह के बाहर से सीखा हूँ ये ब्रीथ से रिलेटेड, और योगा में भी ऐसे सीखा जाता है की सांसों के साथ में ही आप कीजिए करके। और आपण चीन आहे आता याच्यामध्ये काय करा, चीन इथे लावण्याचा प्रयत्न करा आपला चेस्ट कडे। तो इसमें आप होल्ड कर सकते पोजीशन। योगा में दो तरह के रहते हैं। अभी कमर बहुत ज्यादा है तो उसको नहीं करना है, लेकिन मामूली कमर दर्द रहेगा तो कर सकता है, इससे कमर दर्द चला जाएगा। तो ब्रीथ होल्ड करोगे तो इसका बहुत बेनिफिट हो जाएगी, आपको मिल जाएगा। पूरा कमर दर्द के लिए तो बहुत अच्छा काम करेगा। साथ में जिसको वर्टिगो वगैरह है तो उसमें भी ये बहुत अच्छा काम करता है। आसन बहुत बढ़िया आसन है। धीरे धीरे और आसन में कैसे स्थिर सुखम आसन, ये किसने कहा है? पतंजलि ऋषि ने। आसन स्थिर होना चाहिए और उसमें आप एंजॉय करना, मतलब सुख मिलना चाहिए। ऐसा बॉडी शेक वीक हो जाएगा तो कोई मतलब नहीं। हाँ धीरे धीरे श्वास सोडत सोडत आसन सोडून जाएगा, सोडा आणि विश्राम कर। स्थिर सुखम आसन, तो उस तरह से आसन होना चाहिए जिसमें आप लोगों को आनंद मिले। और आसन करने के बाद एक तो उसका कॉन्ट्रास्ट विरुद्ध दिशा वाला आसन करना चाहिए, नहीं तो रिलैक्स करना चाहिए। तो ये एक आसन हो गया, ये जो पीठ से रिलेटेड है हम लोग ने ये भी आसन किया। मतलब एक साइड में उठा। अभी हम लोग सूर्य नमस्कार करेंगे। एक्चुअली सूर्य नमस्कार जो है ये जो है कैसा, इसमें 5 महत्व के आसन आते हैं सूर्य नमस्कार में। ये अकेला ऐसा एक फॉर्म है योगा का जो आप मतलब जैसे कि ताई ची के आपके कैसे मूवमेंट होते हैं, एक के बाद एक दूसरा मूवमेंट होता है, तो ये भी ये आसनों का मूवमेंट है और ये योगा का वार्म अप है, ट्रेडिशनल वार्म अप है। तो अभी ये कैसे करते हैं आपको दिखाते हैं। अभी आप लोग को तो मालूम ही है आज सूर्य नमस्कार क्या है, फिर भी आप एक बार देख लीजिए। नमस्कार पोजीशन पर है, मंत्र बना, सांस लेते हुए हाथ ऊपर, हाथ पैर पाठीमागे जाओ, सांस छोड़ते हुए धीरे धीरे आप नीचे आ जाएंगे आपके सांसों के साथ। सांस लेते हुए राइट लेग बैक। अभी सांस लेते हुए दूसरा पैर पीछे लेके जाएंगे और ब्रीथ होल्ड करेंगे। सांस छोड़ते हुए दंडासन, गुडघे खाली टेकवा आणि छाती 2 हातांच्या पुढे आणि कंबरवर। सांस लेते हुए भुजंगासन, सांस सोडत सोडत अधोमुख श्वानासन। आता सांगा पाय पुढे आणा 2 हातांच्या पुढे, वर पहा, पाठीमागचा पाय स्ट्रेच करा। सांस छोड़ते हुए दूसरा पैर भी आगे लेके आइए। अभी अभी सांस लेते हुए मोठी आर्च बॅक, पुन्हा नमस्कार पोझिशन. पुन्हा एकदा करूया आता दुसऱ्या. हा पुन्हा नमस्कार. सांस लेते हुए हाथों पर नीचे जाइए, सांस छोड़ते हुए धीरे धीरे नीचे, सांस लेते हुए लेग बैक पर देखिए. अभी सांस लेते हुए ले लो और वेट होल्ड करके दूसरा पैर पीछे, कमर पोजीशन. 1 2 3 4 5. सांस छोड़ते हुए नीचे जाइए, कमर ऊपर, छाती दो हाथों के बीच में और वेट डाउन. सांस लेते हुए भुजंगासन, सांस छोड़ते हुए अधोमुख श्वानासन. अभी सांस छोड़ते हुए दो हाथों के बीच में लेते हैं. हाँ, सांस छोड़ो, दूसरा करते हैं. सांस लेते हुए हाथ. ये खाली मतलब जो फॉर्म है, अभी बाद में कुछ बड़े बड़े योगाचार्य आए, जैसे विन्यास योग कर गए, वो मोमेंट का ही है. जैसे ये एक मोमेंट का है, तो उन्होंने बहुत सारे मेंशन किया, जैसे आयंगर गुरु जी, उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा ढंग से, और कृष्णा जी करके उन्होंने, तो बहुत सारे ऐसे फॉर्म्स वगैरह उन्होंने लाए. आता पसंद है. आता ये कभी अभी हम लोग अभी प्राणायाम करेंगे, और आप देख लीजिए अभी हम लोग मतलब किस तरह से प्राणायाम करते हैं. आपको एक अपने यहाँ पे 4 फीट के 4 शंकराचार्य, भारत में आपने शंकराचार्य की ऐसी परंपरा है. तो आपने 1 फीट के शंकराचार्य होके गए, जिनका नाम था स्वामी राम करके. स्वामी राम के बारे में किसी ने पढ़ा आप में से? तो स्वामी राम ऐसे महात्मा थे कि उनको बचपन से ही मतलब इसकी फिलॉसफी की बहुत अच्छी मतलब इंट्यूशन में जागृत हो गई. उन्होंने घर द्वार छोड़ दिया और स्वामी जी बन गए पीठ के शंकराचार्य हो. और उनमें ज़ेन के बारे में बहुत कुछ मतलब उनके मतलब उन्होंने ऐसे एक वक्त था ज़ेन का, तो उनको ज़ेन के बारे में बहुत उत्सुकता निर्माण हो गई. उसके बारे में उन्होंने पढ़ना वगैरह चालू कर दिया, और उनको लगा कि ये मुझे सीखना चाहिए. और किसको सीखने की इच्छा हुई? एक शंकराचार्य को हुई. और शंकराचार्य का कैसे अपना इंडियन ट्रेडिशन है, वो समुद्र उल्लंघन नहीं कर सकते, मतलब समुद्र से दूसरी मतलब जगह पे नहीं रह सकता, ऐसा एक रूल है अपना इंडियन लोगों का. तो फिर वो जा नहीं सकते, तो फिर उन्होंने वो शंकराचार्य की गद्दी छोड़ दी और वो फिर जापान चले गए. और जापान जाने के बाद उन्होंने मतलब ये ज़ेन का पढ़ाई किया, उनको बहुत अच्छा लगा. और यहाँ आने के बाद उन्होंने ज़ेन और इसका एक साथ एक मिक्स करके एक वेदांत का लोगों को पढ़ाने की शुरुआत की भारत में. उनका नाम है स्वामी राम करेंगे. अभी हम लोग अभी ये करेंगे कपालभाति. अभी जो कपालभाति जब चालू करते हैं तो स्टार्ट में प्रारंभिक जो साधक है, तो प्रारंभिक साधक ने एक नोसिस से चालू करना चाहिए. ये भी एक शुद्ध क्रिया है, शुद्धि क्रिया. तो अभी हम लोग कपालभाति करते हैं. श्वास भरत आणि डागा नाकपुडे स्ट्रोक. तो एक्सेल खाली हमें जोर से करना है. हाँ करा, चालू कर. हर एक्सेल कॉन्शियसली होना चाहिए. इनहेल ऑटोमेटिक होता है. इसमें देखो पेट अंदर चला जाता है इस तरह से. बस विश्राम, 2-3 श्वासांचा विश्राम करते. आता आपण दुसरं टाकण्याचा. हा श्वास भरा. आता मी तुला जवळ तर करा. खाली एक्सेल की आवाज आनी चाहिए. एक्सेल की आवाज वो कॉन्शियसली इन्हेल ऑटोमेटिक होता है. ये अस्थमा के लिए बहुत अच्छा काम करता है. ये बहुत बढ़िया. विश्राम. डोळे बंद करा. तीन श्वासांचा विश्राम. पुनः एक राउंड मारो. आप देख लीजिए. अगर आप करना चाहते तो आप भी एक राउंड कर सकते हैं. हाँ, देख लीजिए किस तरह से सांस लेनी, एक नाक बंद करना है और एक नाक से कॉन्शियसली एक्सेल एक जोर से करना है. बहुत जोर से भी नहीं, मिडल. लेकिन जिनको बीपी की तकलीफ है वो ना करें. जिनको बीपी है वो नहीं करना है. जिनको नहीं होता आप एक राउंड करें. विश्राम. आप कोई तो बहुत बढ़िया कर रहा है. बहुत अच्छा. अच्छा आप खाली एक्सहेल की आवाज आनी चाहिए. जो हमेशा से थोड़ा जाता, हमेशा से थोड़ा जाता. बहुत अच्छा. विश्राम. और ये करने के बाद जैसे आप इन और यांग बोलते हैं, हम लोग इसको लेफ्ट नोस्ट्रिल को बोलते हैं चंद्र नाड़ी और इसको राइट को बोलते हैं सूर्य नाड़ी. इस तरह से बहुत कुछ सिमिलरिटी है अपने ताई ची में और योगा में. अभी इसके साथ में हम लोग खाली अभी एक लास्ट का एक प्राणायाम करके दिखेंगे. तो ये है अनुलोम विलोम प्राणायाम. तो ये बहुत जबरदस्त प्राणायाम है. इसमें बहुत सारे हमें बेनिफिट मिलते हैं. वैसे 8 तरह के प्राणायाम रहते हैं, लेकिन ये अकेला ये कितना प्राणायाम है कि हमें बाकी के 50 प्राणायाम करने की जरूरत नहीं. ये अच्छा ढंग से करेंगे, बहुत अच्छा ढंग से, तो हमें बहुत सारे बेनिफिट ये प्राणायाम दे देगा. तो अभी हम लोग देखो जरा, हम लोग अभी किस तरह से करते हैं प्राणायाम. ये हाथ चलाता श्वास उजवी नाक में बंद करा, डाबा नाक में शुरुआत करा, श्वास घेत डाबा हाथ पर. ये हम लोग ब्रीथ के साथ करते डाबा ऐसा इस तरह से यहाँ तक आ जाए. ब्रीथ 1 सेकंड पूर्ण भरलं, 1 सेकंड थांबायचं, श्वास सोडत सोडत दुसऱ्या बाजूला सांसों के साथ आणि पुन्हा श्वास घेत दुसऱ्या नाकाकडे न्यायचं. 1 सेकंड थांबायचं, श्वास सोडत सोडत आता दुसरी केलं. हा श्वास घेताना श्वास पूर्ण घेतल्यावर 1 सेकंद थांबायचं आणि श्वास सोडल्यानंतर पुन्हा 1 सेकंद थांबून हळूहळू श्वास हे करायचं. तो ये जो चीज है ये हमें स्वामी राम और ये ताइची से इंस्पायर करके हम लोग ये कर रहे हैं. ये बाकी तो कोई यहाँ पे ऐसे सिखाता नहीं इस तरह का. और ये कैसे ये इस तरह से करते हैं ट्रेडिशनल योगा में. इसमें क्या होता है कभी कभी आदमी जो है करने वाला साधक मतलब अलग उसका अगर विचार में खो जाता है या बोर हो जाता है, लेकिन इसके साथ में करते हुए वो बोर भी नहीं हो जाएंगे. हाथों के सिंक्रोनाइजेशन के साथ में एक करेगा और उसके बाकी के विचार सब खत्म हो जाएंगे. आप मतलब तो ट्राई करके देख लो ये किस तरह से होगा. ये बात ये हम लोग ने इस तरह से ये ऐड करके किया. और हम लोग पूर्ण श्वास जाने के बाद 1 सेकंड के लिए रुकते हैं और भी धीरे धीरे सांस पूर्ण लेने के बाद भी 1 सेकंड रुकते हैं. इस तरह से हम लोग ये अनुलोम विलोम प्राणायाम करते हैं ऐसे. हाँ जी सोलह. धन्यवाद सर. हमें आपने सरकार हमारा बोलते हैं सर ने हमें वो जो 8 ज्वेल्स है मैं सर के साथ मुझे लगता है सर 93-94 में शायद सीखा हूँ आपसे. और सर ने हमें कभी नहीं बोला कि आप मेरे को इतना पैसा दे दो, कुछ नहीं, खाली आओ सीखो. थैंक यू मेरे सर.
थैंक यू हरिदास सर जी. थैंक यू एवढे काही भरती हो गया. खूप खूप आभार. You may be wondering, isn't it? Tai Chi and Yoga. Like Manpreet said, the Indian Tadka. We have always done that. So we have had somebody doing a Tai Chi form in a sari. We have somebody who did another Tai Chi form in a dhotar and a kurta with a topi. Okay. We have also had somebody doing the sword form in a Nawari sari. Okay. So what I'm trying to actually put forward here is, however, wherever, that Indianness cannot come out. And I'm really proud, I'm very proud. I still remember people asking me, why couldn't you learn Kalari Payatam? Why couldn't you learn Yoga? Why you learn Tai Chi? So for some of you who still wonder, I'm a product of the Santa Cruz Yoga Center for 4 years. I'm a yoga teacher too, and I specialized at the Santa Cruz Yoga Center for the Caring Art project, where yoga was specifically taught to people with cardiac issues. So when my connection with yoga comes from a very long way. Okay. So just before the next event can come on stage, let's see. We are all here. We had the light of a nice, powerful lamp. We had fantastic yoga by Haridas ji and his team. I don't know how many of you feel some powerful energy around. Only some. Very good, very good. Oh, okay, so let's enhance this. So number one, you and I, we are all born with energy. So there is nothing. It's not to say you cannot say I don't have energy. When you use the sentence you don't have energy, you know what? You are dead man. There's no life in you. You are dead. You are literally dead. Absolutely dead. So all of us have energy, but there is that laziness in us. घर जाके कौन नाश्ता करेगा, चलो ये वड़ा पाव खा लेते हैं. So we have been doing that with everything, and we have also been doing that with वड़ा पाव. जहाँ पे अच्छा सात्विक भोजन करने मिलती है ना, उस सात्विक भोजन को हम अलग से रखते हैं और आँख हमारे जाते हैं स्वादिष्ट वड़ा पाव. So we have been doing that with energy. We have become so physical beings that we forgotten to be human beings, and we have completely forgotten to be human beings. Okay? So number one is that we are all born with this energy. You need to recognize this. You need to get this energy out. So I'm sure the next time when we come back here, I will be showing you Qigong. But before that, the demo that you are going to see today is called the sword form. It is called the street sword form, and it is called the double-edged sword form. So you can see the sword when they will come on stage. I should mention that this has taken a lot of practice. Okay, not only a lot of practice, lot of sacrifices. Somebody keeping wife and children home, somebody telling their patients come after some time. Okay, and I don't know, so many sacrifices that this team has done. The greatest sacrifice I still remember, all of us going to Pranava just to do a shoot. But of course the shoot in the most scenic place that I know and the most natural and energetic place that I know in Pranava. So yes, they were there. Also, again, big sacrifice. I don't want to glorify them by telling you what kind of sacrifice. Because when it comes to energy work, there is no contribution that you and I can do to energy. Because energy was, energy is, and energy will always be there. Okay? So, for this team, as they come, let's give them a very big hand for the Tai Chi Sword Form. let's see the same sword form when we use it as a martial art. So we'll call upon Shiji Manpreet Gill. Same form. One is the form cultivating energy, being one with the universe. And the next that you seen was the martial art. Which one do you like? The first or the second? Come on, let's hear it. Both you like. Very good. So, a perfect balance of life, like we call it in Tai Chi and Yang. You cannot be too soft and you cannot be too hard. Okay, so there is a beautiful balance that is going to happen. By the time I think so, I'll give them a break and let's try something with energy work till my team gets a bit of rest. I don't know. We should ask one of them how it feels once the performance is over and get down to the stage. Who can say this? Let's have Kashmira. Kashmira, please come. Just share with them how do you feel once the performance is over. Okay, this is what this is to feel. Okay, this is not planned by the way. We have not planned this, Kashmira. Okay. Just share with them how you feel after the performance is over and before or what it was.
Okay, I'll just take a little bit of flashback. I'll go into flashback. The moment we start doing something, there is a sense of excitement because we are always learning something new. And it's a tremendous joy to be doing that. It tones us a lot. It really helps us even in the mind. And as the days come closer, yes, there are butterflies in the stomach. Today, there's one point when we feel we are ready, and then there's one point we feel now we just want to go on stage and perform. And after that, there is relief, but there is sadness because we feel now it's over. And then it's maybe a week or two, and then we start thinking, okay, what next? So it's a lovely feeling, it's an exhilarating feeling. But at the same time, yes, you need to have steel of nerves because
I can see that steel of nerves, right?
because it's not us performing. Actually, what it is Shifu Kalyan. It's most important. So, what we showcase is just slivers of what he's been teaching us, and it's like from the pie chart, one bit that we showcase. But for us, what really matters is we do him proud, and all the effort that he puts in us. If we are even able to give a wee bit of that back, especially on a time like this, then we feel it's been worth it.
So can you see the style statement that Brijesh, Kashmira and I are making by wearing these awesome sashes, where they are not a style statement. There's more to it. I'll read it out. So October 7th, if you remember, 2018, it was a truly momentous day for Carlton Hill's Tao Taiji Qigong. 4 of Shifu Hill's students, Manpreet Hill, Brajesh Raj and Kashmir Raj and Shreyash, who is not here today, took their sacred vows of discipleship before the Chen Sang Feng. So we are officially disciples of Shifu Carlton Hill. We were formally ordained and given our sacred sashes in front of 15 to 20 people, because that's all my house could hold, only those many people. There were many who wanted to come. So what you see us wearing here are these robes or sashes, which are symbolic of the disciples binding to the oath that they've taken, and we are committed to you as disciples, Shifu. Okay, now we'll see Shifu in action. You saw us in action, now it's Shifu's turn.
Next demonstration promises a unique fusion between a traditional Indian weapon and an oriental farming cum self-defense tool. Ancient China was a feudal society, which meant the peasant class needed to defend itself against attack by rival soldiers, warlords, etc. They learned to defend themselves using their bare hands and with any farming implement at hand. One of these, the pitchfork, a curved, short-handled staff with 3 prongs at its head, became a potentially lethal self-defense weapon. A Tai Chi form involving the pitchfork was created for cultivation of Qi, for health and fitness, as well as for self-defense. This form, passed down via the lineage of the farming community, is rarely practiced in the world today. Our own country, India, is considered by research scholars to be the birthplace of martial arts, beginning with the Shiv Tanda, moving forward to Kalaripayattu, which then branched out to different countries worldwide, who in turn adopted them in different ways. Today, on the occasion of World Tai Chi and Qigong Day, Shifu Carlton Hill will demonstrate the ancient Tai Chi form using the Trishul in place of the pitchfork to honor and celebrate our country's heritage, as well as the power and versatility of Tai Chi and Qigong. Ladies and gentlemen, CHTDQ and Pranava humbly present the Trishul, a fusion form of Shifu Carlton Hill.
World Tai Chi and Qigong Day that I have already discussed, I have already told you. So we have our annual year starts from the end of April, from May onwards, and it extends up to the next April till the next World Tai Chi and Qigong Day. I'll quickly take you through some of the highlights of our annual year here at CHTTQ and Pranava. So 2010 to 2022, the spirit and zeal of our chi mates has fueled ours and continues to do so. Given the situation over the last 2 years, we celebrated this day online. That did not dampen our spirits. We did go ahead and celebrate it. Last year, in fact, we even aired it or we telecast it live via YouTube so that it could have a larger reach to our audiences. Everything is energy. Keep it simple. Have you seen that somewhere? Have you read that somewhere? Have you heard that somewhere? I'm sure everyone has. This is the mantra that Shifu teaches us to live by. So there have been these passes. Where is mine? Don't tell Shifu, he doesn't know that mine is not with me. There are these passes that you have. Yes. So these passes which have been given to you, these are also a bundle of energy by themselves, because they have been handmade by us disciples, Brijesh, Kashmira and me, and we are very, very lucky to have shared a very small measure of our energy with you. So thank you everyone. Association of Martial Artists Worldwide is an internationally recognized association founded by Master Jonathan A. French with several individual black belts, businessmen and martial artists. It is a diverse group of people from all over the world with varied skills, talents and knowledge. In June last year, on the 21st, 8th Duan Wei Shifu Carlton Hill was reselected as a board member in the Association of Martial Artists Worldwide under Tai Chi and Qigong for the 5th consecutive year. This is the logo, the red and black logo that you can see is from AMAWW. Fight for Fitness is a group of youngsters and professionals from different walks of life, and they experienced a taste of Tai Chi and Qigong with Shifu Hill one sunny October morning at Mahatma Gandhi Swimming Pool, Shivaji Park. We are sure they took back indelible memories. Sound has proved to be therapeutic around the world, be it songs, melodies or instrumental music. A 2-day retreat was organized on the 23rd and 24th of October in Lonavala amidst streets, birds and untouched nature. It delved deep into Prana Nisarga Bhavana, exploring Pran melodies from around the world. Simple yet highly effective melodies in the form of intonations, sounds and humming were taught. Most of the participants of the retreat are present here with us. Can I have a show of hands please? Yes. So these were the people who were there with us at Lonavala who partook in this retreat. For years, Shifu has been practicing giving thanks and giving back to the universe via meditation and universal chants. Finally, he channeled the message that others should share in this wisdom and practice. Thus began our monthly Infinite Universes meditation in December 2018. Initially at our residence, or maybe if one of the members could organize a place somewhere. Later, we moved online. November last year saw 3 years of the completion of this truly amazing practice. Here's to many more meditative sessions like this. I'm sure many of you present here are a part of our meditation. Tai Chi Push Hands, also known as Tuisha or sensing hands, is an exercise performed by two people attempting to better their Qigong and Tai Chi skills. practicing Tai Chi solo form teaches one to remain balanced, focused and relaxed whilst in motion. A one-day Tui Shao retreat was organized on 11th December 2021 at Pranava.
So today, in trying to use our energy for our own body and good, we will try to grow one of our fingers from our hand. Yeah? If you are successful in this, I will make you shorten your hand and also grow your hand. If you are successful in this, then you need to join my class. I will show you to heal all your problems. But if you can't do this, please don't come to my class because you are not involved. Okay? So, everybody knows the wrist line, the first line on the wrist. Bring. Okay, all of you know this. When I will ask you, this line you are going to join with each other when I ask you to. And you are going to watch your middle finger. Right? So, do you think I am hypnotizing you? You want me to face the side? नहीं तो कोई कोई लोग है ना बोला अरे इसका उंगली में कुछ है, आँख में कुछ है. Do you think I am doing that? No, not at all. Very good. So, now, just to make you understand, you can bring in infinite energy into your body like this. Okay? Right? Now I want you to bring your hand out. And all of you try to touch my finger. Stretch your hand out. Try to touch my finger. Now remember which hand is out, left hand or right hand, okay? Try to touch my finger. Feel your hand stretching out and touching my finger. Come on, touch. I still don't feel energy. Touch. With all your energy, with all your force, with all your strength. Try to touch. Come on, touch. Some people are, ये क्या हो रहा है यार? नहीं, don't do that. If ये क्या हो रहा है, तो ये क्या होने वाला है? Come on, touch my finger. Touch more. This row, come on, fully touch. Even that row can do this. Touch. Stretch out to touch. This. Touch. Come on, try to touch my finger. Try physically. Try to feel that feeling that you are touching my finger. Okay? Touch. 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 Okay. Now, which hand you had and you tried to touch me with, that hand, middle finger, will be longer than the hand which was down. Now join those lines and check whether this is right or wrong. So how many hands to put your hand up? Doesn't the energy need a clap for this? Okay, this you did. I didn't do anything. Okay, everybody, most of you could do it. Anybody who didn't do anything, it's okay. ठीक है, बोल सकते हो कुछ नहीं हो गया. Anybody? Don't worry. हाँ बोल सकते हो. Don't worry. है. It's choice. Sometimes it is choice. Okay. Now let me try your other hand. Which hand you didn't lift up? Okay. Which hand you didn't lift up? Right. So I want you to keep one palm of yours out. And I'm going to give you something. Okay, you take it in your hand, which is dominant, or which is not dominant, whichever. So you have one hand out. Okay. So I'll start giving. You feel something like a 1 rupee coin in your hand. Now this hand of yours is becoming shorter than your other hand. Again check. Put the wrist. Is it short? How many? Doesn't the energy need a clap? Thank you. So this you did. I didn't do this. And I should not do this. I could show you something great. In my previous demos, if you see, I've called people on stage, drained them of energy completely, made them weak and put back energy again. Now what I did, growing the finger, shortening the hand, I can do so many things. Please don't do this when you become an energy worker. This is sara tamasha hai. This is very tamasha. I remember in my previous years, people would come, Hare, Carlton sir आने वाले, चल चल मजा आता है, देखना आदमी का ताकत कैसा निकला तो आदमी डूब करके गिरता है. they will see and they go back. No practice, no realization. I stopped doing all the demonstrations. This is just for you to understand that you have your own energy. You have your own energy. Now what you did, you open your mind and your heart to energy. Next time you have a headache, place your hand, feel the connection of energy, healing your headache. You have knee pain, you have waist pain, you have stomach pain, do this before popping up a pill. And then if you want to pop a pill, hold the medicine in your hand, hold the medicine in your hand, send energy to it that you don't get any other reaction. We all can do this for ourselves, not the neighbor. Okay? So don't think that if you have done this today, you can become a healer. I've seen that happening. It's a very sad thing. So for yourself, you can do this anytime. Try this out. Please do not go home, stand in front of the mirror and see if you can grow your finger. Not because it won't happen. It will happen. But you are going to waste precious energy. That same amount of energy can heal you of an ailment, can bring something which you really need in your life when you use this chi. Okay? So how do you feel? Did I make you a person who can believe in energy or not? Let's see. Very good. Very good. ये बहुत ठंडा है ऐसे. Okay? So there are so many Tai Chi and Qigong exercises. Alright, here what I just did. Sit for some time. Feel the energy flow into you. Okay? The energy, with science and all these great scientists, I have some here sitting also. So I have really great scientists sitting and smiling over there. Okay? So all these scientists, when segregate, they actually try to see कैसा होता है, क्यों होता है, क्या frequency, high vibrancy, and all those kinds of things. After everything, when science and scientists started research in energy and they could not do anything, then they called it one thing: God particles. Why did science call it particles? Why not quantum energy like now there is? Many people nowadays do quantum energy. Wow. There is no Reiki, there is no pranic healing, there is no Qigong, there is no quantum energy. There is only one simple energy. Baki ka all brands. CHTTQ, it's a brand. Pranava, it's a brand. What energy CHTTQ will teach you about, the same energy Pranava will teach you about. Which part Haridas ji took you through, I take you to the same part. Go to the essence, and the essence is energy. The essence is good health. The energy is love. The energy is compassion. The energy is service. The energy is helping. Only when you are on this path, then you will do a lot of good to the universe. And I don't need to send you. What you send out there comes double fold back again. Before I go on stage once again, because we really meet, I would love my teacher from Ho Chuan Kung Fu, largest masculinist, to say a few words to you. And to me also.
Good morning. This year I turned 64, and one wisdom I have realized, because you realize wisdom. Wisdom cannot be seen, it has to be experienced. This wisdom that I have realized is, I observe and then I speak. Today I observed a lot of things. I observed demonstration demonstrated by highly talented Tai Chi students of Carlton. Sifu Carlton, I met him first in 1978. He was a young man, a boy, not even a man, he was a boy. So he came to me with a couple of his friends who are today Tai Chi, Kung Fu, self-defense, hand-to-hand combat instructors, masters, some of them grandmasters. And I'm very proud to say, with respect to my Guru, with respect to my parents, and to God Almighty, that more than 120 instructors have taken their initial training with me or under me. That was about 30 years ago when I was staying in Kalyan. I joined the Tata Group of companies in 1979. And after a few years of working there as an engineer, Mr. Ratan Tata, who is now the chairman emeritus. So when I met him for the first time in 1988, he was the chairman after Mr. J.R.T. Tata's demise. So he commanded, he cannot request. I mean, I don't treat, he's a very humble person. I consider Mr. Ratan Tata to be a living saint. So he commanded, ordered, not requested. Of course he requested, but I treated as a order. He said, Lazarus, do one thing. I'm very happy about your martial arts training. I'm very happy that you are instructing people in the traditional form of martial arts. It's karate or kung fu or whatever, taekwondo or whatever. But now you will have to listen to one thing which is a request from me. For me it was a command. You will have to now train women, young girls, ladies in personal safety and self-defense. So I started training ladies, started training hundreds, thousands. 6 years ago I crossed 80,000. So along with my team, I had a team of 22 trainers or instructors, all employees of the Tata Group of companies. He was a very tough person, a boy. My first impression about him, with due respect to you, Carlton, was, "Arey baap re, ye kaun hai?" Very, 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 very aggressive, tough. I said, what would you like to learn? He said, I want to study Kung Fu. I read that small ad that you have inserted in the Times of India. So I said, okay, fine. So I asked him, do you have any background in martial arts? So he said, yeah, I do a couple of martial arts. But I wanted to learn this Wushu and Kung Fu that you teach. So I asked him, okay, why don't you demonstrate what you know? So he demonstrated a lot of techniques. He demonstrated a lot of weapons, which of course he improvised, and he used to make 3-staff nunchakus and a different type of very exotic weapons. He himself used to make it. He was staying in Huck building, somewhere next to Ranjit Studio in Dagar in those days. I'm talking about 1978, an era where there were no mobile phones. We did not even have a telephone, but my dad had that Bakelite dial type of a phone, and sometimes when they had some pocket money, then they had to use that money in a phone book. They used to call me, but that was very rare. So I saw the demonstration that he gave me, and I said, Carlton, I'll tell you one thing, don't feel bad. You need something soft. You're too hard. You're someone like, you are like James Bond, licensed to kill. So you got to calm down. So he said, so what should I do? And he demonstrated some self-defense, hand-to-hand combats also. And he had come with Carlton, this Christopher Fernandez, and a couple of people who are instructors in their own right. And I said, boys, this is not going to work. Ye kya hai ye sab? Are you all planning to join the commandos or the military? So they said, no, we want to do the traditional stuff. So I said, see, Wu Chuan Kung Fu itself is very violent. It's a very aggressive martial art. But to learn that, you first have to calm down. And that was the time in 1978, and maybe after 2 years of learning Wu Chuan, then slowly they themselves, that group that was coming to me at Kalyan, they switched over to the internal martial arts. And I remember Carlton and a couple of other his friends who are now instructors, some of them, they used to go to some hills in Andheri or Chakala area. Those areas are no more now. That area has changed. And somewhere near that pipeline area in Sakinaka, which was very different in those days. There were some jungles and hilltops. And there they used to practice a lot of things. And once, say, in 3 or 4 months, I used to go there. There they were really taking pains to learn martial arts, different forms of martial arts. What I would like to tell you is, even Carlton is doing the same thing. As I mentioned now you might be wondering why I mentioned about Mr. Ratan Tata and ladies training, self-defense and personal safety for girls, for women. What has that got to do with today's event? As I was training, as I said, I switched over to train the ladies in society in India and abroad also. I mentioned that I had my roots in traditional martial arts. Same thing happened to Carlton. He continued to train in all the hard styles of martial arts, like Wu Chuan, Aikido, Hapkido, Tang Shudo. There are a lot of martial arts which you have not heard about. Jiu-Jitsu, I remember him practicing Jiu-Jitsu, traditional Shotokan Karate. But at the same time, as he switched over to Tai Chi and Qigong, he has not given up his roots. If you request him today to demonstrate a form of Wu Chuan Kung Fu, he will do it. उसने अपना जो traditional martial arts है वो नहीं छोड़ा है. But I'm able to empower people, to heal people using Qigong and Tai Chi. It's a very happy or proud feeling for me that he has come up to this level, internationally recognized. He's a well-traveled person, must be knowing about it. Very few people know it. Worked in Oman for the Sultan of Oman, if I am not mistaken. His personal bodyguard team, as good as a commando. What I really appreciate about Carlton is, every year, without fail, by default, I don't know how he does it. Before, say about 15 days before this particular event, he will call me up. He'll say, sir, where are you? Because he knows I travel extensively. So first question is, sir, where are you? Lazarus. I said, I am in somewhere, Bhubaneswar. Sometimes I am in Calcutta, sometimes I am in Bangalore, sometimes I am abroad. So his request is, if you are in Mumbai on 30th of April, then kindly grace this occasion. And my answer is a default answer. If I am in Mumbai, I am coming. If I am not in Mumbai, you will have to excuse me. This year also, in fact, he wanted to meet me, but I had a whirlwind. I told you about my tour. I visited 11 states during the last 3 months in connection with some forthcoming training that I am going to impart. The last almost 2 years during the pandemic, I was training a lot of people, my students, online. A lot of students in US and Canada, South America, the Middle East, the Far East also. But now again, I have now ventured out. So thank you, Carlton, for inviting me. And because today I feel that the theme is energy, I will demonstrate to you a very simple form. It looks simple, it's highly complicated, but I call it simple because this form that I practice, it's part of a series of exercises that I do my age. Simple because the concept is simple, but to learn it requires a lot of years, a lot of hard work. So with your permission, it takes just hardly 5 minutes. I will demonstrate to you how to not only cultivate chi or energy or prana, but how to store it, use it when required, how to circulate it. It's the part of Vajra Bodham. That's a very ancient, it's not a martial arts, it's one of the science or art that went from India to Tibet, then it went to the Far East. So with your permission again, Mr. Hill, would I demonstrate? I would request any kind of soft music to be played, Chinese or Indian, it doesn't make a difference. And I congratulate all of you for being interested in this concept of Tai Chi, Qigong, the internal martial arts. And I also thank you very much because of the respect that I always get when I come here. I can see the interest in your faces. I can feel the energy radiated by each and every one of you. So just have a look. I will demonstrate to you something which you might not have seen. Some of these demonstrations are in my Facebook page or in my Facebook business page as well. But something which is unique, I will show you exactly how Indian culture or Indian science, Indian arts went to Tibet and then they traveled all the way to China, Japan, Okinawa, Korea and other countries. So let us have a look at exactly what was being practiced in the ancient times and how relevant it is in today's time also for instructors or masters or trainers like me, Carlton and others.
Kalyan. I remember going to Kalyan, and it was not just Kalyan, it was a half an hour journey by an ST bus or the Tata Power staff bus, half an hour, to something called Neti Valley, the village name in Kalyan, Neti Valley or something, and I was really transformed. I really reached over there. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Carlton, do you remember every time you were coming to Kalyan, you were coming with something new? Sir, I can poke my finger in a watermelon. Just in about a month he comes back. Sir, I can break 12 tube lights with a chop. Another time he comes, he said, sir, I can bend this finger, it can touch the wrist. So every time he was coming with something like, something innovative, and he has kept up that spirit. And he has now, combined Indian philosophy, Indian culture, with the Chinese, Japanese, Korean, martial arts and their systems. And I'm really proud, Carlton, you are a Sifu in your own right. Please continue with good work. And I must not forget Mr. Prashad, who has also been, associated with me for many years through Carlton Hill, of course. So thank you. And thanks all of you once again. Thank you, God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you once again, sir. So I'll go back to January 2022. A unique training took place on Jan 8th and 9th in the field of Tai Chi and Qigong. We have all heard of whirling dervishes, but spiraling Qigong gave us a taste of teacup spiraling. It's a beautiful art form. Maybe we'll be able to showcase it one day. Spiraling is one's way to good health and help overcome various health challenges. A novel experience indeed. Shifu Wing Chun, the founder of Tai Chi Qigong and Feng Shui Institute, Hong Kong and Canada. That's the second logo that you can see on the left hand side, the white one. Yeah. He has been associated with Carlton Hill's Tao Taiji Qigong, and he has trained our members in Shibashi levels 1, 2 and 3. Shibashi in Chinese means 18. It is a set of 18 exercises. And medical Qigong through the years 2015 and 17. So he had come down to India, we had invited him over, and he had personally trained us over these 3 years. These training sessions have been seamless and smooth in the words of Shifu Wing Chun himself, thanks to the intensive prior training that Shifu Hill provided to us throughout the period. At the end of the intensive training, including theory and practical sessions and critical exams or assessments, one-on-one with Shifu Wing Chun himself, members of CHTTQ have been certified as international Tai Chi Qigong instructors in the world. A 2-day online training of 8 jewels or Baduan Jin was conducted on 26th and 27th March 2022. Not only the traditional Baduan Jin, but its Nigong cultivation was also taught in the field of medical Qigong. So I was talking about Tai Chi and Qigong Feng Shui Institute. So in March this year, Shifu had another feather in his cap as he became India's only advanced instructor in Shifu Wing Chun's Tai Chi and Feng Shui Institute, Hong Kong and Canada. So all over the world, he has only 6 people whom he has certified to become advanced instructors. Shifu Hill is one of them. We are honored to be here with you, sir. The 24th simplified form is moving form, which makes you glide seemingly. So whenever you put on YouTube Tai Chi, what you generally see that movement is mostly 24 simplified form. And it requires a minimum area of 10 by 12 feet. Shifu Hill was approached by the National Qigong Association USA to curate and to make a compact version of the 24 form. The beauty of this form is that now it can be performed in a limited space. Not just that, those having mobility constraints and differently abled people would also benefit from doing it. He would be the first Grandmaster and Indian to have done so. The form that is developed by him will be taught worldwide through this association, and it will help innumerable people. Lastly, the pandemic did not deter us. We have been having our regular Tai Chi classes online. We have branches at Dadar, Marine Drive and the Dignity Foundation. So most of the students are present here. So that was about the months from Jan to April. Going ahead, I think and I believe that we have had a truly exhilarating and wonderful morning. All those who agree with me can show me their hands. Pata to chale soya kaun? Yeah. Oh, yes. Alright, positive energy always magnifies and brings about the most amazing results. The love and support of our students and our well-wishers has been with us through these years. We would like to express our gratitude and thank everyone for making this event a reality. Your support has been immeasurable and priceless.
I remember, in the past years when I used to have this World Tai Chi Qigong Day, it was very difficult. Like I said, we started from Juhu Beach, then there was the initiative by Tina Munim, who had Harmony Interactive Center. They gave us our hall, their hall. Then we had Help Library helping us out with the auditorium and all that. I'm sure all those who are organizing events know how tough it is, whether it is physically and financially. But from the past 5 years, this event is thanks to all the students of CHTTU, our mentors and our helpers. I don't do anything. I absolutely don't do anything. It's managed by all the students, all the teams. So whatever you see flows very easily, and I'm the happiest person because today my students actually organize this event, not me. So thank you guys, thank you very much everybody. Thank you so much.
We'll begin with a huge thank you to Anju. Anju, could you please come forward and accept this token of appreciation? Thank you. Dr. Carlton, once again we thank you for gracing the occasion and all the help that you have been extending to CHTTQ. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sheila, for helping us throughout this journey.
Responsible for primordial ancestral chi. The more you clap, the more that energy will become strong. I'm not joking. This is the point. Yes, this is the point. So what all we were doing now with the energy walk was because of this energy point. So the love walk, what's called the kidney meridian.
We have a wonderful group of people who have been arranging the sumptuous breakfast that you had in the morning. They have been doing so for the past so very many years. We are extremely thankful to them. Thank you so much, Vidya Deshpande. May I request the entire group to come forward. Charu, Shilpa, Preni, kindly come forward. Wonderful people who always step forward to help us for this event. Let me start with our very own Nilamita, who also has been a part of CHPTQ for very many years, over a decade easily. Nazneen Merchant. Thank you, Nazneen. Sujata Kedia. Who went up on stage in this fancy outfit and we performed the sword form for you. May I start with Nilesh Deshpande. So he was the one who was doing the counts for us, how much we have harassed him, ऐसे count मत दे, वैसे count दे, लंबा कर, छोटा कर, इस तरफ कर, ये कर, वो कर. He is a lovely person that I have over here who was not only a part of the demo team. So if I think Sir had told you that we had started practicing for this form way back in December. So we had to meet somewhere. Our physical classes were happening only once in a week at Dadar, that is on Mondays. So that once a week meeting was not enough to get ourselves ready for this day. So we had to have meetings at least twice or thrice a week that would happen. So you need quite a large, believe me, we have been practicing in a much larger area than this. And when we came here and we saw stage is like, oh my God, we have practically squeezed the entire form into a very small area to fit it over here. So Preeti was gracious enough to have offered her place to us, and we have been practicing on her terrace at Chembur. Thank you so much, Preeti. This is a little token of appreciation from all from the demo team. So this is from the demo team. And this is from CHTPQ and Pranava. Thank you, Preeti. Thank you so much. Ajay Solanki. Ajay has been such a pillar of support. He has done so much of running around for this event to come together. I'm extremely thankful to him. Thank you, Ajay. Next, I would like to call and thank Lavji Shaw, Rajesh and Kashmira Raj. Lavji Shaw was also a part of the demo team. You didn't see him? Where were you? You got left out of it. Come. You have to perform again if you didn't perform earlier. They are our pillars of support and have always been with us throughout these years. A big thank you to all of them. Last but not the least is my charming friend Madhura. She has also always been there for us. Anything you tell her, हो जाएगा. Thank you so much, Madhura. Thank you. There is one worker who comes and helps us throughout this entire period, and he comes all the way from across states. He comes from Chennai to help us throughout this entire period. Let's put our hands together for Ganesh. Thank you, Ganesh. let's thank Mr. Haridas for his lovely performance. Beautiful and enriching. Thank you. Please call Firoza Daruwala. Firoza, we are extremely thankful for all your support always. Kindly come forward. Thank you so much. Our great help, Mr. Matharu, who is always here to help us every single year and show his support constantly. He's been with us for so many years. May I welcome you, sir? Please, a small token of appreciation from our end. Thank you so much. How can I not be grateful to the master's master? Thank you so much, Lazarus sir, for coming here and gracing the occasion. We are extremely honored to have you in our midst. Thank you, sir. Louder.
Since you were clapping, I'll really show you what is energy work. Now you look at any one finger of yours, lift it up. Lift up any one and look at your finger, and keep mentioning that you're this, whichever finger. Okay, let's try the middle one, because that's the biggest one on your palm. Okay, and feel it grow. Feel it grow with all the energy that you just clapped for. Okay, like I said, the energy, the kidney meridian is the primordial energy, your ancestral energy. Look at that middle finger of yours, your hand, and feel it grow up, 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 up. Touch the ceiling. Let your finger break the ceiling. Go up. Let it touch the cloud. Let it touch the sky. Say thank you, God. Say thank you to the universe. Say thank you to the cosmic. Now again, join your wrist hands, and the finger which you had pointing upward will be longer than the other one.
Yes, sir.
Some I didn't hear. Yes. So let me tell you, I'm very serious. I joke, I laugh, but yes, this is a very important energy gate, a very important point. Again, the Laogong point connected to your meridian, that is your kidney meridian. So if you want your kidneys to be stronger, or I won't say you want, you need your kidneys to be stronger, clap.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's show, but it's not over yet. I request all of you to kindly stay back for group photographs, because generally जैसे ही बोला show खत्म हो गया सब भाग जाते हैं.